Alright, I've been working on the driveway now for close to a week between the rains and wind. I got the culvert in all the way through. I have it at a slight angle relative to the driveway. I have it at a slight angle because I believe as I drive over it with heavy equipment, one wheel at a time will be hitting this. I don't know if I'll ever get the 9 inches that it wants. My idea was 3 inches minimum, but the specs do say 9-inch for road traffic. So once I get it up a little higher, I think I'll put the fabric on it. What I'm going to do now, this part of this segment is I'm going to drop it down where it's low to the conduit, culvert. I keep saying conduit, culvert, and drive over it and see how much deflection is. The soil is not ideal. But, you know, this is the same soil that we use to make the dams around our ponds here, and you can drive on those. So, and they'll stay dry. So I just need to build it the same way, using this clay, and then eventually I'll get some road surface on here. I don't know when I'll ever be able to 3 phone numbers that I've called. Leads that will sell to a guy like me. Just, you know, a couple of loads is all I need. Why squeeze me in when they're making serious money, right, with the billionaires and land development and, you know, the owner builder. We might be in the last. Buy enough land that you could use the land itself to make your build is probably good advice. All right, let me drive over this a few times and see how much it deflects. I've got some concrete that I'm going to put around here, but I need it to not deflect. Otherwise my pipe will end up bent in the middle. Alright, well, I saw a couple, maybe a whole inch of deflection as I drove by. Not a whole lot though. But the surface is rough, so as I'm driving over, see where the dirt's still giving in. So I'll keep dropping soil there. And then the edge here I'm going to build up with clay and pack that clay in there so that when the rain comes down, I want it all funneled to the to the culvert. I want to start catching it all. So today's project will be to start a clay bank right about this post and build a little clay bank up that as the water comes, it's going to want to flow over here to the culvert and into the culvert and down. So I know the culvert's not all the way down, but I'm planning to dig that out and put in the concrete anyway. But I'll pack all the rest of this with clay on this side and tamp it in so that I've got a clay wall here to push the dirt. And I am getting down into the clay, and that's part of my problem. This clay doesn't, firm up. It's going to take some work to make it a decent road base, if ever. But again, we put this stuff around the stock tanks, and it does fine there. Let me take you to walk up and take a look at the stock tank so you'll understand what I'm after. You know, there's a three foot dig height in the stock tank, the topsoil and the sand pushed up and then clay pushed up. And that's how stock tanks are built. So I'm going up on the top of it. Now this doesn't have any road base on it. There's no cliche, there's no nothing. And I drive my tractor on top of it. And it stays reasonably dry, but you can see here where the cattle have been tramping it. It's just packed earth. So I know that I could get that dry packed enough eventually just from digging that pond out. And then I'll have a driveway up off the ground that will support weight, and also I don't need to get it 4 foot high like this, but a little bit up off the ground. Anyway, this is what I'm after.